Hi, Eric Salahub here, and I'm going to take 5 minutes or so to do a quick screencast on how to add colored backgrounds to D2L news items and discussion posts. I've been doing some faculty mentoring this semester, and one of the things people have been asking me pretty consistently when they look at my course is, how'd you put those colors in the news items and in your discussion headings? So I'm just going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. So let's just take a look quickly. Here's one course where I've got some news items with colored backgrounds. I'm going to click over just to another sample course. So here's a similar news item with just a standard black text on a white background. Or if we were to look at discussions, let's let this load here. Compare these two. So here's our course reflections topic with some text, just black text on a white background, compared to this open discussion topic where I've got the pink background with the black text. Now, aesthetics aside, you might not like the colors I picked. I'm really just interested in looking at, how do these discussion headers pop out at students to help them know to look there? Or again, if we're looking at news items, if you have a whole bunch of news items and they all have the same colors, maybe students don't pick out the differences between those news items as easily. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Of course, up to you if you wanted to do it or not. So let's go back over to this course. I'll go to the home page, just so I'm not practicing in my live course. So, how do I do it? I'm just going to show you really quickly. I'm going to click on the Add New News Item, and I'm going to call this a test item. Now, I think what most people do, they just start typing into the text box. Instead of doing that, I am going to, so note I'm on the Advanced tab, and the Advanced tab gives me this Insert Table icon. So I'm going to insert a table. It's going to pull up this little table menu. Now, the default is to create a table that has 2 columns and 2 rows, which makes sense if you're going to use this as a table, but I'm going to cheat and use this table just as a 1-cell background. So I want a 1-column, 1-row table, and I'm going to put a border of 1. You could experiment with different border sizes and cell spacing if you want to see how that changes the look of your news item. And then, so I'm on the General tab. There's an Advanced tab here as well. I'm going to click over to that. I'm going to ignore all these sorts of things here, but at the bottom there's these areas where you can select your border color and background color. So I'm going to go over here to this little pull-down menu, click on that. So this is asking me to choose my border color. I'm going to just pick black for that. And you'll see black is designated with this pound with 6 zeros, but you don't need to remember that. You can just use the little color chart. Now, what background color do I want? Again, I try to pick just something that contrasts with the previous news item just so it sets it apart, but I'm going to go ahead and just say, well, how about something that's green? And so I can, wherever I click, maybe I want purple or red, I don't know, orange, gray. I don't know if I went up here, so wherever I click it, then I get the scale over here, and I tend to pick a background that's on the lighter end of the scale, so my black text will pop out. So wherever I think I like it, I'll hit apply. So now I've created my table. I've picked my border color and my background color. I've got my table properties set. I'm going to hit insert, and so now I've inserted a 1-cell purple table, and the cursor's actually in there. And I can now type out my test news item, testing a news item with colored, and I can do whatever I want. I could type and talk at the same time. Just to show you, as I type more, it's going to go ahead and expand out my table. So as soon as I have this the way I want, I'll put the start date there, go ahead and say save. And we can go to the home page, see what my text box looks like now in my news item. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's got the date. Maybe I want to edit it, so I can always click on the edit button. Let's see what I can do here. I could go in, of course, now if I wanted to, and change the color. Maybe I really didn't like that purple background color and I want to set it as blue. And maybe I really want a different font here and a little bit larger. And now I can save it again. And I'm going to go back to the home page just so I can see what it looks like. You know, that's all there is to it. So it would be an identical process if you wanted to add different colors to your discussion headers, or again, anywhere in D2L where you have access to a text box and that advanced tab, you can add a one cell table and put colors anywhere in your course. That's it. If you've got more questions, feel free to follow up with me, Eric Salaha, by email or phone. I'm in the global address book. Thanks a lot.